Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is ojstelllar and we're gonna get into a lot here. But this video is going to be Being Gay Sucks Part 2, Lesbian Edition, Chicago Edition, Update Edition. Let's just get right into it because, you know, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 20,000. It's more like hindsight is Andre 3000 because that's how sexy it is and clarifying. Anyway, so even like hours after going home, I'm in shock. I'm in, you know, a trauma response. And before I even got home, I was like consoling Sam, my friend Kate's podcast producer, who she set me up with. I'm like consoling her, being like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, this is crazy. Whew. And she was like, yeah, it is so crazy. And it's like, I never usually keep that curtain open. I can't believe she was watching us the whole time, right? And I was like, wait a second. Did this happen on purpose? Because I will have you know that just a day after I made that video, guess who hard launched on Instagram? Sam, my friend's podcast producer, and the girl that came in screaming, the girl that put her hands on her, the girl that stepped to me, the girl that was watching us through the window. And you know what? I think it was all a setup. I think that Sam wanted to like drive this woman crazy. And it's like, what? My friend Kate is gonna have me back on her podcast, so like I'm gonna have to see Sam again. I don't know. We weren't dating. She doesn't owe me anything, but she did put me in an unsafe situation, arguably on purpose. A little sprinkle of sociopathy, perhaps. Don't want to overuse psychological terms, but like, that's the update on the Sam situation. Her and the girl that came in screaming have hard launched on Instagram. Okay, so that's the update there. Gonna have to see her again, which I feel normal about. I feel like she's gonna be shaking in her boots a little bit. I don't think she's seen the video. I removed her as like a follower of mine and I unfollowed her once I saw the hard launch. I was just like, okay. And you know, she did text me the next day, but it was very dry. She never asked me how I was or how I was doing. I told her I didn't sleep. I told her I got lost in the parking maze. Okay, so I do have another sapphic nightmare. I just went to Chicago for the first time, which, wow, never met a city so gay in my life. It was so gay and so much fun. I'm obsessed. But okay, so a lot is going on in Chicago. I go to this restaurant called Hiro, H-I-R-O. Had a delicious meal. I love going out by myself. And then after, I'm just, you know, perusing the streets. I'm like, what's going on? I come across this bar, which I think is well known in Chicago. It's called Beauty Bar. And there was a big long line to get in and it was like all girls and gays. So I was like, okay, wait, what's going on? Strut on over to the line and I'm waiting in line. And then, no joke, a group of like 12 straight white men who were like 22. And not to like assume anyone's sexuality, but they were definitely straight. Oh, yeah, dude. Cut the line right behind me. So like there's like probably 15 people behind them. They all cut the line right behind me and I was like, oh, that's where you honey, because I'm not one to stay quiet in the face of injustice. So, and they're immediately complaining. They're like, wow, this line is so long. And it's a lesbian bar, it's a lesbian club. And I was like, I turned around, I was like, if you guys are complaining about the line being so long, maybe you should leave. They're like, what, straight guys can't come to a lesbian bar? And I was like, no, you can, but you just cut the line and you're complaining, taking up a lot of space. So they eventually all leave. The whole line starts cheering. And I felt like a freaking hero. And then everyone's like, wait, like, who are you here with? I was like, oh, myself. And they were like, what? Okay, so then I meet this lesbian couple. So we're talking about how there's so many straight people there. And they're like, don't even worry. We have a spot that's like sexier and like more loungy. Let's go there. And I was like, okay, cool. We do. And it's really cute. It's called Dorothy's. And it was like just lesbians and gay people galore. And I was in heaven. and we're having a drink, and we're sitting on these like couches, which like every couch and seating arrangement there is all basically horizontal. Girl 1, girl 2. Girl 2 is talking to somebody else, not even flirting, and girl 1 is talking to me, and she just grabs my face and starts making out with me in the bar. And I was very surprised. And you know who was more surprised? Her girlfriend. Her girlfriend was like, what the hell? So they're screaming at each other. Everyone in the bar looks right at me. Looks right at me, honey. And I was like, oh, I'm like not involved in this. How is this happening? How is this happening? And it was right after we took pictures in the photo booth where like me and girl 1 are like pretending to like kiss, and girl 2 is like, and I was like, wow, this was a premonition. This really, wow, okay. I'm sweating. It's like 150 degrees in my car. Need to take an AC break. Oh my God. Every single possible thing is wrong with my car. Oh, come on, come on. Tell me why. My car says it's 141 degrees. What the heck? Okay, so they're screaming. Everyone else in the bar is looking at me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be involved in this. I'm going to go to the bathroom and give you guys some time to like talk without me around. Because she just started kissing me. And then I go to the bathroom. I come back. They're gone. Thankfully, these gorgeous and sweet girls saw the whole thing and take me under their wing, okay? At Dorothy's, there's a lot of trans girls, and they just decided to take me in for the night, okay? And then did I end up making out with all of them? Yeah. Yeah, I did. During my trip in Chicago, I made out with 4 women, and only one of them happened to be cis, and that happened to be the one that was sus, okay? Listen, I have this joke on stage. I'm a comedian that I'm like a gay way drug, and that everyone I've ever dated has come out as bisexual while dating me, and that like I have the entire acronym, so it's statistically significant at this point. And when I say that, I really mean that. Like even like Gold Star, Stone Butch, No Touch Top lesbian, after dating me, decided she kind of likes some deep. So, call this see a prophet, the way it's causing so many revelations. Chicago was very fun. I will say to the straight people out there, like straight couples, if you have a baddie, if you are so privileged that you're dating a gorgeous woman, and she's dressed to the nines, and you're walking ahead of her on the street, that's an issue. That's a problem. But I went up to this girl. She was gorgeous. Her man was walking ahead of her on the street. She's in heels, and they're in a crosswalk, okay? And it's not like 2 feet ahead of her. It was like 10. And I was like, why is he walking ahead of you? And she was like, I don't know. And I went up to him and I was like, you should never walk this far ahead. You need to keep your eyes on her at all time. Make sure she's safe. And he was like, you're so right. Thank you so much. And I was like, okay, that was the best interaction I've ever had in my life. So Chicago was very fun. I'm back in LA, back doing my weekly comedy show with Kate Lav. And it is such a blessing, and we're having so much fun. And we live to gay another day. And again, shout out that Zach for the original Being Gay Sucks video. I found it so funny. And thank you guys so much for all your like beautiful, gorgeous, hilarious, sweet comments. Also, I got a new tattoo. Strawberries in the back, a little flower and some bees in the front. And shout out Peach Parfait, Erin in Chicago in Wicker Park. She does amazing work. Having a woman tattoo you is just far superior. I simply can't think, mate. It's so freaking hot in here. I'm crashing, I'm burning. This car right now is not okay. I'm gonna need to log off. But thank you guys so much. I have so many stories. I want to get into some like stories of friendships with women and like queer friendships and the heartbreak that can come from that. Dare I say the betrayal? I'm so excited to have this channel, and I'm so grateful for all of you that have spent time watching me, spent time commenting, liking, subscribing. It means the world, and it's so exciting, and I hope you all are enjoying the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And actually, I think that I want to do a video about how I was groomed by a psychic starting at age 17, and I worked with her one-on-one till I was 24. And you know, even if it's just one other person, you could be in a cult. You know, women and older women can groom people as well. And psychic spiritual wellness folk can really get their claws in there. So I want to talk about that, because I have lived about 18,000 lives. Anyway, second YouTube video. Thank you so much. Mwah.